चैलेंजेस तो बहुत देखे हैं, पर शायद मेरा सबसे टफ चैलेंज कोविड। मेरे साथ मेरी टीम खड़ी थी, फैमिली, दोस्त, फैंस। एक सिंपल सी चीज, उनका फोन कॉल। मैं आइसोलेटेड जरूर था, पर अकेला नहीं। आपके आसपास जो लोग स्ट्रेस, अकेलेपन और डिप्रेशन से गुजर रहे हैं, उन्हें कॉल कीजिए। बस एक फोन कॉल। और अगर उनको या फिर आपको जरूरत है एक फ्री डॉक्टर कंसल्टेशन या काउंसलिंग की, तो फिर इस नंबर पर कॉल कीजिए। आप अकेले नहीं, हम एक साथ हैं।
हैदराबाद में बैठकर लखनऊ से कबाब का लुत्फ, जनाब यही है जन्नत।
जस्ट माई रूट्स, लालच को पंख लगाओ, किसी भी शहर से खाना मंगाओ।
Boria X Ranveer Singh, action.
Start.
Hello.
So who am I talking to? Am I talking to Kapil Dev or am I talking to Ranveer Singh? यार कल मैं फिल्म देखने गया, मैं पता ही नहीं लगा कि किससे देख रहा हूँ.
That I let you decide, Boria ji.
Fantastic. But Ranveer, such a good.
I made a song for you. You want to hear it?
Please go for it.
बोरिया चुराना मेरा जिया, बोरिया चुराना मेरा जिया। सबसे मजेदार, इज्जतदार, लज्जतदार, मजूमदार।
Fantastic.
I'm so happy to see you, sir.
क्रिसमस के दिन मत लो, कपिल देव का तो ले रहा था वो लोग बस में, आप मेरा लेना शुरू कर दिया पहले से ही।
मैं क्या ले रहा हूँ सर, मैं ले नहीं रहा हूँ, मैं दे रहा हूँ। ये मेरा प्यार है, मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ, होलसेल दे रहा हूँ।
मैं भी ले रहा हूँ। बट ऑन जोक्स अपार्ट, ये जो and 83 is part of our generation. Growing up to 83, watching the film, this is also a story of modern India. You were actually representing modern India, the resurgence of modern India, the respectability of modern India, the pride of modern India. So 2 questions to start, Ranveer. Firstly, congratulations. One thing is to play cricket. Any one of us can go play. But to play Kapil Dev and play it with this level of success and panache, fantastic work. And I've got no problems in saying this. I was watching it and I said to everyone, I've tweeted also, you were brilliant. How daunting was it to start with? And tell me your experience. Floor is yours.
You are saying this, Boria Majumdar is saying this. फिर तो मानना ही पड़ेगा यार, अच्छा ही किया होगा।
बहुत अच्छा किया।
I don't know anybody who has this kind of encyclopedic knowledge of sport or cricket particularly. My God, that's a massive compliment for me, sir. I must tell you that amongst, of course, first the original players and the audience, along with the senior members of my fraternity and my friends and family, I must tell you, the cricket lovers, and I know that you, like me, are so passionate about cricket. For them, like, I was really looking forward to what they felt or thought, and to hear this from you is immense for me, sir. Like, Boria Majumdar is telling me I did Kapil Dev well. That's like second to only Kapil Dev saying I did Kapil Dev well. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Not well.
Not you have an encyclopedic knowledge of cricket, but you know the man so well, and you lived through 83 as well. So this is huge for me, and I thank you. You have my deepest thanks for that. Yeah, I mean, how cool. I think about the fact that even became an actor in the first place. It's surreal. I am literally living my dream. And then further to that, not only am I an actor of mainstream Hindi cinema, which is exactly what I wanted to do, it's been my lifelong dream. Now I get an opportunity to play Kapil Dev on screen. It was an opportunity that I recognized all too well. What a golden opportunity it was. And I just embraced it with both hands and went to town with it. I firstly was thrilled that I get to play cricket, because just playing cricket gives me so much joy, and then to embody a character who's so inspiring, who's such a talismanic figure on and off screen, such an alpha male, such a leader, somebody whose perspectives on life and insight are so inspiring. I think it's in मेरी life की जब highlight reel बनेगी ना, this will be one of the highlights of my life. The way 83 has been received by the audience, the way people are showering love on the film, and the things they're saying about the performance is becoming evident to me today on day 2 of its release, that this will be a landmark in my filmography. I'm beginning to understand this. But more than anything, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be a part of the telling of such an extraordinary story, a chapter in our history that we feel so proud of. And the reaction is so gratifying, whether it's the players of the original squad or watching them when they were sitting together and watching the film for the first time. Man, that was an unforgettable experience. And I embraced it, and I cherish every second of that creative process, every second of practice, every second of readings, character development, shooting, promoting even has been so much fun.
Let me stop you there. I mean, when I see sports films, and I'm making no qualms again, Indian sports films, whether it's Lagan, whether it's Chak De, whether it's 83, or even, I've been part of sports film, international, in Canada, for example, when I was teaching at the University of Toronto, we did a sports film festival. This will rank at the very top for 2 reasons.
Oh my God.
Yeah, very few. Because one, as I said, one is to play cricket, but one is to play cricket in the same manner as perhaps the greatest Indian to have ever played the game, and to pull it off with this level of success. That, for me, I want to know that backstory. When Kapil Paji was with me in Dubai when we were commentating for the ICC World Cup together, and I asked him, your oeuvre of work, whether it is Padmavat, whether it is Gully Boy, whether it is this one, you seem to embrace challenges without any background and embrace them, and just go and do them. Don't you feel daunted? Don't you feel, oh, this is such a challenge, people will ask me, Kapil Dev, for God's sake? Tell me about it, Ranveer. I want to go backstage with you and understand you.
Yes, sir. I feel daunted by these characters when they are pitched or presented to me. When Sanjay Leela Bhansali comes with Alauddin Khilji, or Kabir Khan comes with Kapil Dev, or Rohit Shetty with a full-blown masala character like Simba, initially I do get rattled and I do get daunted and I feel nervous, but it's nervous energy. I learned from Chris Shrikant, who I've had the good fortune and privilege of spending a lot of time with over the past few days in this promotional campaign. He told me its energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can be transmitted, transferred, transformed. So I take that nervousness and I channel it. I turn it into energy that I use to pursue this path of transformation. It's those challenges that excite me, and I embrace them fully. And it is my endeavor to always create characters that are distinctive and that are different from each other, because growing up as an aspiring actor, I always felt most fascinated by those actors who were able to show a wide range in their repertoire, who were able to transform themselves, who were able to be like shapeshifters, chameleons. Like you watch one film of one person, you watch the other film, you can't. It's like two different
Correct.
people. That used to blow my mind. So I've endeavored to be that way. I've aspired to be that way. And further to that, and further to what you were asking me, yes, it was extremely daunting initially. But I was like, man, Kapil Dev, he has such a distinctive persona, way, body language, way of talking. It's a huge challenge, but I was up to it because I was excited about it. I was like, man, this is a new challenge. This is something I haven't done before. You know, there are other instances like the villainous character, or these characters, they've not got a living reference. So I have that kind of it's a different kind of challenge where you have to create from your imagination. But here I had to become a person who's so well and widely known and recognized. It was very daunting, and I asked the direction team for video footage, and there was none. I was like, well, itna hi hai? They were like, ah, sir, itna hi hai. I was like, isse kya hoga? Then I told Kabir, kya kare? He said, we should spend time with Kapil. So I went to his house in my development phase when I was developing the character, and I stayed with him. And him and Romi ji and Amia, who was my touchstone, his daughter was Kabir's assistant on this film, and she was there with me by my side like a touchstone for every detail. There are so many things. I've seen the film 5 times now, and I've watched it with Amia several instances. And she and I have these inside like wink jokes where we did something that we know between ourselves is so Kapil that maybe a lot of people, maybe 90% of people are not realizing that every laugh, every clap, every like the smallest things that Ami and I turn to each other like, hey, or the way one particular word is pronounced, when that is the kind of fine detailing that was done on the character. And
Hats off. Hats off.
It was mirroring Kabir's detailing, because like you, we wanted that cricket का जो कीड़ा होता है ना सर, आपके जैसे मेरे जैसे जो सब कुछ जानता है, you know everything उस मैच में क्या होता है, even the stats people, those die-hard fans of cricket and Indian cricket, even if they sit with this film with a magnifying glass, they will still have to applaud Kabir Khan's detailing, because it's not just the players. Vivian Richards, that boy, he's a spitting image of Vivian Richards. His body language, his swagger, you know, all the other players as well. Everybody's action, body language, look is so spot on, and that's the kind of detailing I did for Kapil as well. The kind of detailing.
You know, Ranveer, I've got my personal 83 story. When I was a student and was doing my PhD in Oxford at that point, I used to come to London to the Lord's Library to research every second day. So one day I was just researching in the library, and all of a sudden I see this Prudential Cup being brought out. And obviously, being an Indian, my gaze was like, what's happening here? And I told who was the head of the Lord's Library at that point, Adam Chadwick, was a friend of mine. I'm like, why have you brought the cup out? And they're like, no, we just got to clean it. And I'm like, okay, may I sort of request you? And he's a friend of mine. I said, will you allow me to hold this? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. And I'm like, are you serious? Can I hold this trophy? And he said, yeah, go ahead. And I said, now let me take this forward. Can I go to the Lord's balcony, exactly where Kapil Paji had held it, and hold it? And he said, are you mad? I said, no. I mean, if you allow me, I just want to go and do this. And obviously, there's nobody going to be there. I will be all by myself, and I'll just do this. And I wanted to ask you what you felt like when you lifted.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did. I did it.
You did not, Boria. You did not.
I did it, and I've written about it as well.
On the balcony and lifted the actual cup.
And I sort of did it because Adam allowed me to do it. And obviously in 2008, when Kapil Paji took the team there for the 25th anniversary, I was there that day as well. Welcomed them to Lord's, was part of the whole story there as well. So I've got my own 83, but I wanted to ask you, Because when you came, even that little 3 steps and you came, that turn was Kapil Dev. I could not, and I was watching the film to say, oh, this can't be Ranveer, this can't be, and you got that right as well. I've got to say this, you got that right. I was watching the real footage and I was watching you, and you got 100 on 100. So tell me that scene when you're lifting that trophy, Ranveer. If anybody comes and tells me about your character, this, I will say 10 on 10. And I'm not, and you know me, I'm not one of those people to flatter. I don't care. But in this case, spot on. Tell me about that scene, please. Lifting
First of all, thank you, sir. Thank you. This is making me beam. It's making my heart glow. It's making my soul shine. Coming from you, who knows, who lives and breathes cricket. I don't know anybody who knows as much about cricket as you. So coming from you, it is massive for me. Okay, so let's just establish that first. You have my deepest thanks, my good sir. Second of all, I cannot believe you also had that experience, because I did too. We had, like I said, limited video footage about 83, but the footage we do have is the presentation ceremony. There's those images are there, those moving images are there. And Kabir sir, having a documentary filmmaking background, is very precise about these things. So he made it a point that every finest, minutest detail of the presentation was to be replicated to the T, because that's video footage people have seen over and over again. So that morning, we were all there on set, in character, at the Lords, on the balcony, rehearsing that shot. And Kabir sir had set it up so beautifully. Thus, every journalist, every click of every journalist, every movement, everything about that shot, and we were gonna cover it multiple cameras. One shot was set up, okay, and something magical happened just before, and all the boys, my keen and beautiful boys, my cast members, everybody's watching that video 100 times, more than 100 times, 50 times, 100 times, just getting their part right, because we knew that this footage has to be done to the T. Just before roll, Clive Lloyd walks onto the set, and we were like, wow, this is like, it was like seeing a ghost. You know, what are the chances of we're shooting this presentation ceremony, and with us on the actual Lord's balcony is Clive Lloyd. Then I'll tell you more trippy stuff. The cup that we shot with, that cup that was handed, that's the real cup. That's got its own, it's an inanimate object, but it has an aura of its own, because it has that reverential energy. It's like a magic urn. So it's Clive Lloyd. It's the real cup. Everything looks real and feels real. Kabir calls action. The announcement is made. I walk up. I had, of course, rehearsed this a million times. I walk up, and in my head, the ticker is going on. Ki ye bahut acha shot ja raha hai, perfect shot ja raha hai. This is the perfect shot so far. It's perfect. Everything is perfect. Took the trophy, forgot the envelope, took the envelope. When I lifted that trophy, Boria, I was in a mind trip. I could hear voices, crowds. I could see people on the ground. I could see waving flags. It was like I had psyched. It was too real, man. Because of all this crazy supernatural cosmic stuff, like Clive Lloyd was there. I could feel his presence. He was at the monitor with Kabir. I could feel the magic of this cup. I could hear voice. It was a trip what do we aspire to do as actors? We just want to achieve some moments of truth and complete presence in the moment between action and cut. That's all there is. Like Kapil says, itna hi game hai. Acting का क्या है भैया? Action उतना ही है कि action और cut के बीच में आप कुछ moment of truth live कर लो. Live it. Be so present that you live it. That moment was lived. Kabir called cut, and there was just silence, and there were tears streaming down from my eyes. Saqib was crying, Kabir was crying, my entire team, we just huddled up and we cried, because it was the closest thing to reliving that game-changing moment of glory for these men and for the entire nation.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I'll
like
say
it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that we've lived it. We have lived it.
absolutely. And you said moment of truth. I will say I'll add to that, and I'll say moment of immortality. You as an actor, I think that establishes you as the leader of your profession. I think that gets you that national award that you need to get, because no one can stop that. After this, nobody will dare stop that, because if you ask me, all of us as consumers of your profession, we are consumers of the grandest spectacle that you've been able to provide us with. I don't see anybody stopping that. So, Ranbir, by the way, let me say this. Sir Clive, Kapil Paji, and me, we were together in Dubai during the ICC World Cup. And we actually had a chat on 83 where your film was being constantly referred to. So I will call Sir Clive today and tell him. And you must ensure that Sir Clive gets to see it in London. He's not leaving home because of Omicron and all of that. But we must get Sir Clive to watch it. I will tell Sir Clive how good it is.
I
So we
want
will
them all to watch it. I want Vivian Richards to watch it. I want Clive Lloyd to watch it. It's like, if you love, I always say it's a film for everyone. Even if you don't understand cricket or even sport for that matter, you can certainly connect with the emotions. It's a human story. But if you know your cricket, this film is an absolute trip.
It is. It is. Ranbir, two questions here. One, as now almost the beacon of the Indian Hindi film industry, and you've established yourself, you earned that position. Talk to me about that. Huge responsibility. It's perhaps the identity of India in front of the world, and at this age to be the leader or the beacon. Talk to me.
Why, I thank you, sir. That's huge of you to say. I intend to continue on this path and continue to explore. I'm really just in a process of exploring myself as a person, as a performer, to do different characters and to present films that us as a people can be proud of. That can I feel, Boria sir, I feel duty bound to entertain people. Just the other day we were at the post party of the screening, and my closest people, they were like, when are you going to switch off? It's not always your responsibility to entertain. And I realized in that moment when I responded to what they said, I was like, I can't help it. I feel duty bound to entertain people, and that's like a microcosm. That's an instance, like at a party that I'm narrating to. But in a larger sense, I feel duty bound to entertain. Like that line in Gully Boy, just this opportunity of being a performer, like a mainstream leading man of Hindi cinema. As the character said in Gully Boy, ye tohfa diya hai mujhe upar wale ne. It's like a great gift, a great blessing to be in this position where I get to do what I love to do for a living. I'm living the dream. I wake up in disbelief almost every day, till date, that I'm an actor in Hindi films. It's just the most incredible. I still can't get over it, and I am so grateful for my opportunities. I'll admit to you, this is till date, I say a prayer of gratitude every day, and I recognize and value my opportunities. Like, I got to play Kapil Dev in the definitive 83 movie. It trips. It blows my mind. It's been I would have to say it's been an amazing 10 years. I've worked with the finest filmmakers who have shaped me, taught me what it means to be an artist. I've learned so much, but I feel hungry still. My hunger is insatiable. I want to do more. I want to do more films like 83 that receive this kind of unanimous love. I can't tell you how fulfilling it is to be in a screening of 83 when you see people laughing through their tears, crying through their laughter, standing up and applauding and screaming and whistling, and they're all feeling this emotion together in a community viewing, and they're bonding over it. It's like that's it. They've shared an experience together, they've shared an emotion together, and that's life. Life is a shared experience, and that's what I want to continue doing.
Ranveer, final two, because I know you've got loads on your plate with promotions and all. But
No, I'm really enjoying myself. But please keep going.
and so am I. I mean, we can keep going, but I know there's a certain amount of time that was allocated for me for this particular interaction. I'll keep going for a bit. But I asked Kapil Paji when he and Kabir were here in Calcutta to launch the promotions, and he said he's still not seen it, so he must have seen it with you. What was the first reaction of Kapil Dev when he saw it? What did he tell you? I want to know that. And secondly, when that happened, and secondly, please, I mean, I'm sure my viewers would want your favorite couple of dialogues from 83. Be Kapil Dev for me. Come on.
I was counting the days, minutes, and seconds to that one screening that was going to happen, because they all decided, the players of 83, that they will not watch it, that they will all sit together and watch it for the first time on that special premiere night. I mean, what a momentous occasion, right? All of them sitting together with their families, watching the cinematic rendition of their greatest glory. They were watching, and Kabir sir and I were watching their faces while they were watching the screen. I can't tell you, those moments are just priceless. They are just unforgettable. I was watching all their faces. I was watching Maddipa and Chika and Ravi Shastri and Kapil and Romy and everybody's faces, and they were laughing, nodding, crying, clapping. Man, the only thing trippier than me watching Kapil watch his 175 was the shooting of it at Tunbridge Wells, on the ground, on the pitch that he played it, and he was there to give his cameo, so he was there that day. I am shooting the 175 with the guy watching me. It was incredible. There was so much emotion in that room that night, that it was palpable, and I could feel it, when they all hugged me after the screening was over. I'll never forget those priceless moments for the rest of my life. Kapil sir's first reaction, he walked up to me, he was like, no more crying, because he's a very emotional man, and this is something I noticed about that's common between him and me, is that we cry easily. He does and I do too, and that was his first reaction. He gave me a big old Kapil Paji hug, and he said no more crying, but there was a lot of crying that night. A lot, they felt the emotion of...
I'll get you to finish off with the Kapil Paji dialogue, but all the sort of juice of 83, the romance of 83, the passion of 83. But the one thing that still stands out for me is Kapil Paji drinking milk at the end of the match. And Kapil Paji was the only man. And I keep asking, Kapil Paji, how did you do that? That bottle of milk, you must tell me about that. When you were drinking that bottle of milk standing on the Lord's balcony, tell me about it.
These are some of the, like I said, sir, you make a highlight reel of my life, there's going to be a lot of 83 in it. Just everything about this process, my bonding with my cast members, my interaction with the legends of the game, the fact that I was coached by a legend, Balwinder Singh Sandhu. Kapil himself kept me in his house and allowed me to absorb him in order to build the character. He came and trained me in the nuances of his batting style and his bowling action, and then shooting the film at Tunbridge Wells, at Lords, on the balcony with the Real Cup. And then this kind of response to the films. I have not received love like this for any of my films. This is what's happening now as we speak is unprecedented. I can't describe how I'm feeling, because this kind of love being showered on a film is new for me. So this feeling that I'm feeling is new for me. It's mixed emotions and all of them happy, but I don't know how to describe or articulate it. It's been one of the most fulfilling journeys, and one that I'll really cherish for the rest.
I'll finish there, Ranveer, but you'll have the last dialogue. All I will say is, you know what? Obviously, I mean, you've been in the industry for a good decade, but hopefully we will get many more decades, because as a result of you being there, Indian cinema, Indian culture on a broader macro level is getting enriched. We are getting enriched. You are adding to the rich oeuvre of work that India can boast of, and more sports films, because with such renditions, billions consuming 83, we have been able to resuscitate perhaps the greatest moment of Indian cricket for a far wider global audience, not simply an Indian audience. And you are part of that story. You are an embodiment of modern India and all that is good about modern India. You and your cast have made that possible. So as a cricket fan, as an analyst, someone who's made a career out of this sport, all I will say is a deep thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
Fantastic work. Many congratulations. No one could have done it better. And I'm saying it openly and on record. But you finish this interview. You give me a line of Kapil Dev, whichever line you want to give.
First of all, thank you for saying all of that. That is really immense. So there's one line which was there in the trailer, which is the stickiest line. I've noticed that it's gone into everyday situations. That's when you know that this has really connected. Is when these little things go into like daily life situations, then you know it's hit home. People are saying this in different situations. The one where he says at the press conference, "We here to win," and then, "What as we here for?" This "what as we here for," this people are using in different situations. People are saying it back to me. Shall we get started with the interview? Yes. What as we here for? It's like it's being used in all these different daily contexts. So it's amazing. It's very it's very amusing to see.
Ranveer Singh, fantastic spending the last 35 minutes with you. As I said, perhaps will be the greatest blockbuster of Indian cinema. Of course, the greatest sports film in Indian cinema that I've watched. A deep thank you. Well done. More power, more love to you and the family. Merry Christmas, a safe Christmas, and a healthy and happy New Year to you. Virtual hug, next time physically together in a better world. Thank you so much.
Extra time! Extra time!